The Ministry of Infrastructure, Port Services and Transport joined in on the global observance of Geological Information Services Day. Jim Joseph is the GIS consultant within the ministry.
Well, GIS is a technology which uses maps to be able to look at trends and patterns that would not otherwise see in things that happen around us. So they say a picture speaks 1,000 words, so a map speaks like 1,000,000 words. We've been using GIS in some of our business processes to help us to not only understand some of the things that are happening around us, but in terms of effectively managing the assets and the works that the Ministry of Infrastructure is involved in. We are actually using maps to map the road network, the condition of the roads, to map where landslides, flood incidents are, and using that information to know how to effectively spend the money, the limited resources that we have. So today is an opportunity for us to bring that awareness to the public.
Mr. Joseph says GIS is used by everyone in their daily lives.
I mean, when you buy a smartphone, it has a GPS device, and that GPS device helps to identify where you are. When you travel to the States, you use a TomTom or some navigational equipment, so it will help you to get to your destination. So in terms of the average person, we want to show them how they can use GIS. For the ministry, we want to start incorporating it in smart applications that we'll be developing, where we can have the public identify observations in the field where they see damaged infrastructure, potholes, landslides, fallen signs, road markings, etc. And they can take their smartphone, take a picture, record the coordinates and send it to the ministry, and we can respond based on the responses from Joe Public.
The technology has advanced methodologies within the ministry.
The engineers now have the exact locations of bridges, of culverts, of roads. They have all that information at their disposal. Before, you would have it in somebody's desk in a notebook somewhere, but now they can go to one centralized repository. They can all pull up the same information, be updating that information right out in the field, and therefore it will save time, efficiency, duplication of efforts, etc. In terms of the software that we use open source software, so it costs the ministry absolutely nothing to implement the solution. So, it's all about financial prudence, and, the department heads took that into consideration when implementing the GIS.
When we come back, telecom provider Digicel helping out in education.